Okay, what is up, guys? I'm back with another video. Look at me being consistent. Who is she? I don't know. But anyway, for those of you that don't know, my name is Kat, Gains by Kat with 2 T's on Instagram and TikTok, and I am an aspiring bikini competitor who basically just needs to put on a shitload of mass, so I'm in the growing season. This video is actually going to be a full day of eating. And a lot of people on my question box, when I said, tell me what you want to see on YouTube, were talking about how they want to see how I hit so many carbs. And if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm at 430 carb. 430 carb. I am a 5'2", barely 120-pound girl, and my coach has me at 430 carb. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, like 430 carb, I don't know what that means. That's like a lot for men. So we are eating a lot of freaking food, so I don't blame you guys for being curious about how I hit those macros. So I'm going to take you guys through another full day of eating because my food got bumped. I also want to teach you guys how to calculate your own maintenance calories so that you guys can determine, like, if you find your maintenance, then you know how to put yourself in a deficit or in a surplus to either gain or lose weight. So I am going to tell you guys my, like, best advice for going about that and, like, how I went about that when I first started tracking. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys when I have my first meal. It won't be a meal, actually. It's going to be my morning supplements, like greens and stuff. Only the ones that I track I'm going to show. I obviously take vitamins and stuff, but I don't track those. So I'm just going to show you guys the things that I actually put into my MyFitnessPal to track them. And I will show you guys how I track them as well. So, yeah. Okay, so the first thing that I have every single morning that, like, I track or whatever, like, that I put into MyFitnessPal to count as carbs, fats, protein, whatever, are my daily greens by Revive. But basically, this is an espresso flavor greens. It's fucking gas. And I mix in other things in here, but again, I'm just showing you guys what I track. So I'll also put up, like, a screenshot of what it looks like in MyFitnessPal. But if you look at the supplement facts, see how it says calories, 65, and then fat, it says 1. Carbs, I believe it says 12, and then protein 1. Like, those things count into your macros, and you need to be aware that all supplements don't just have, like, 0 calories or whatever just because they're, like, a supplement or whatever. Like, pre-workout, pump, those things don't have calories, but, like, greens do. So I will put up, like, a screenshot, like, right over here of what it looks like in MyFitnessPal because I do track those things, so keep that in mind. Okay, I just made breakfast. Basically, the amounts of the foods I used were just 60 grams of oats, which is quite a bit of carbs, so that is a big carb source just to start the day off. And then it's 25 grams of whey isolate. You can use code CAT on all of your whey isolate purchases or whatever from Raw. So it's the best protein ever. So basically I did the oats and then I mixed in the protein, and then I did 16 grams of peanut butter on top, and then 65 grams of strawberries. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Damn. Wait, why is it so exposed? There we go. So those are the oats, and then the 3D. Personally, because my carbs are so high right now, I don't know if you can see, but there's 4 carb in 1 can of this energy drink. Most energy drinks don't have that many carb, but because I'm just showing you guys, like, how I get in 430 carb, those 4 carbs, like, mean a lot to me in terms of hitting my macros, so I do put that energy drink in. It's really not that big of a deal if you don't. Same with, like, sugar-free sauces that have, like, 1 or 2 carb, whatever, especially if you're bulking, like, it doesn't matter. But just for the sake of showing you guys that I hit those macros because they're so high, I do include the energy drink. So I'm going to put the macros, how it looks in MyFitnessPal, the way I track it, like right over here. So let's wait a sec because it's going to go right there. But yeah, so that's breakfast, and I'll catch you guys whenever I eat next. Okay, so I just got back from class. It's 11:30. I'm having a Rice Krispie treat right now, and then I'm going to have another one, and then chicken, rice, peanut butter, and sugar-free syrup. Yes, all together. If you guys know me, that combination is insane. Don't knock it till you try it. And then the macros that, I'll show you guys all that stuff, but the macros for it will be here after I eat all of it and show you guys all of it because it's all put together, like the 2 Rice Krispie treats and the meal. So I'll show you guys that after. Okay, I just made the chicken and rice meal I was just talking about. Give me 1 second. So, not me watching Love is Blind while I literally make a meal. Anyway, this is the meal. There's 65 grams of chicken, 190 grams of rice, and then 16 grams of peanut butter again, and sugar-free maple syrup. Again, do not knock it until you try it. And I do want to give a pro tip right now. Hold on, turning it around. I cook my food in bulk. So this is a big tub of chicken that I made at the beginning of the week, and a big tub of rice that I made at the beginning of the week. And then I just weigh out the cooked portions and put together meals. You will never catch me putting the containers in the fridge, like in little meal prep containers, because I think that's a waste of time. It's a waste of money on the meal prep containers. Just cook your food in bulk. Easy foods, you know, what you like, whatever, beef, chicken, rice, turkey, sweet potatoes, whatever it might be. Cook it in bulk and put your meals together as you go throughout the day. So you can stay on track and it's more sustainable and you're not wasting all this time putting it in containers, wasting your money on the containers. It's a waste of time. Oh, macros and whatever. So this is for the 2 Rice Krispie treats. This is what it looks like in my Fitness Pal. I'm going to put it right there. I don't track the sugar-free syrup because I barely drizzle a little bit on top just for extra sweetness. I have a big sweet tooth. But yeah, let me know in the comments if anybody has tried this before. Again, don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. I wouldn't be eating it every single friggin' day if it sucked. So take my word for it. Give it a try. If you hate it, I'm sorry. If you love it, you're welcome. So I'll catch you guys when I catch you guys. Okay, I'm back from class. It is literally 73 degrees in fucking November in New England, and I think I'm dying. I just walked home for some steps, and I'm about to pass out. So that's why I had to take my hoodie off, but whatever. I am about to go to the gym, so I'm having just straight carbs because I need to make French toast, but I ran out of almond milk. So I'm just going to have it after the gym. I'm not hitting legs, so it's not, like, crucial that I have, like, some crazy pre-workout meal. So I'm having 30 grams of Frosted Flakes and 30 grams of each. 30 grams of Fruity Pebbles and 30 grams of Frosted Flakes because I like to switch up my cereals and have 2 types because I'm just a baddie like that. Yep, 30 grams of Fruity Pebbles and 30 grams of Frosted Flakes. And then I will put the macros on the screen after I eat my French toast and show you guys that because in my Fitness Pal I have them both together, the cereal and the French toast. So macros for all of that food will be here after the fact, but I'm going to eat the 60 grams of cereal and then go to the gym, and then I'll show you guys, I guess, the post-workout French toast when I come back. But yeah. This literally is childhood in a bowl. Look at that. Oops, the shadow. Look at that. Damn. I am so excited. I feel like a child. Bye. Okay, I just got back from the gym. I just hit a fucking wicked pull day. The post-workout French toast, which I just made. The recipe was on my last video, but it's basically just 80 grams of egg whites, 80 or 85 milliliters of almond milk, 10 grams of this. This is the difference maker in the French toast. Honestly, I have so many flavors, but this one is my favorite one, the cookies and cream. I'm a cookies and cream type of bitch. Basically, it's protein cookie butter, kind of like PB Fit. I put it into the egg white and the almond milk mixture, and then that's what I dip my French toast into, which gives it like that crispy edge. But I think you can use code CAT on that. If not, I have a link in my link tree, which if you click that, it saves you money and also supports me. Protein cookie butter is elite. And then I also did 14 grams on top. Okay, so I'm currently editing the video, and I could not stop slamming my mic against something to the point where, like, you literally could not hear me because of so much rustling. So the macros for the French toast plus the cereal I ate before I worked out will be right here. Well, not the macros. The way that it looks in my Fitness Pal will be right over Maverick's head. And I'm so sorry about the noise I was making with the mic. I have no idea what fucking happened, but, you know, we worked through it. Bye. Okay, I just showered, and it's dinner time, and honestly, I forget the measurements of what I just did, so give me 2 seconds. Pulling up my Fitness Pal. Okay, so we have 230 grams of cooked jasmine rice, 3.5 ounces of raw 92.8 ground beef, 100 grams of cooked broccoli, and I love a fuck ton of barbecue sauce, but the barbecue sauce that I use is called Sweet Baby Ray's. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's basically 4 carb for every 32 grams, and I use like 40-ish grams. I think I tracked it as 42 today. So I track it just so I can like hit the carbs. I I don't really care, but for you guys to see my carbs hit about 430, I do want to just track that in there. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is the meal. Looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Don't ask me about seasoning. I'm a salt and pepper type of bitch. So salt and pepper, and that's it. I'm super basic. Seasonings tend to fuck with my stomach. But so salt and pepper, and I will put the macros as it looks on my Fitness Pal here, like I've been doing for the whole video. Then I have one more meal that I'll show you guys later. Okay, it's time for the last meal of the day. I have one of these Thomas pumpkin spice bagels right now in the toaster, and I'm gonna have that with, I forgot this over here. I'm gonna have it with 15 grams of raw honey for extra carbs, and then I'm gonna have, okay, I think I messed up some other measurement throughout the day. Maybe I just didn't have enough peanut butter, something like that. Some kind of measurement got fucked up. So I need to have 3 Oreos tonight. Normally I have 2, but I was like low on fat, and obviously I'm low on carb because 430 carb, it's like you're getting down to the wire, last meal of the day. But so 3 cookies, 15 grams of honey, and one of those pumpkin spice bagels, and the macros for all of that will be right here as shown on my Fitness Pal. Yeah, I'm full. I'm not hungry, but you gotta get the meals in to grow. Pushing food probably for a bit more. Then we'll probably just go back to 400 carb or something. I don't know the plan. Kayla knows the plan. I just listen to Kayla. Or I do my best to follow the macros she gives me. But catch you guys tomorrow when I film how to calculate macros and all that jazz like I've been talking about. But good night, and I'm going to go enjoy that. Yeah, and watch Love is Blind because I'm obsessed. Here's the bagel with the honey on it. That's it. I'm going to go eat this and go to bed. Bye. Alright, this is the best part of the video in my opinion. I'm going to teach you how to calculate your maintenance calories and also how to use my Fitness Pal to track macros, calories, etc. And this is basically how I went about finding my maintenance. I'm going to do a little explanation, and then I'm going to layer a screen recording right here of my phone of me showing you how to do it. First step you want to do is open up your phone and go to My Coach School Calorie Calculator. That's what you need to type in. Then hit go. Then you scroll down and look for the one that says Calorie Calculator. The calorie calculator can be used to estimate the number of calories, blah, blah, blah. Click on that. This is just my personal favorite calorie calculator. You can use any of them. They're basically like the same. This is just the one that I used when I got into it. So then you want to type in your name, your age. Oh my god, I almost just typed in 19. I'm 20 now, guys. Then your gender, and then I'm 5'2", so I would put in 5'2". My weight now is 120, and me personally, I just go for very active, intense 6-7 times a week, but there's obviously different settings, so pick the one that relates to you the most. Don't lie, because then you're going to get an inaccurate number of calories. So I would click very active, and then you just type in your email, and then hit calculate, and then you should get an email to that email within literally seconds. Click on the email from My Coach School where it says here are your estimates, how many calories you need per day. So the top one is going to say maintain weight right here, right there, maintain weight. So this is telling me that I need about 2,200 calories to maintain my weight, which honestly sounds about right. I kind of ignore the weight loss ones. They are a helpful tool if you are very much a beginner and don't know anything about your calories. But basically that's the first step that I would take. I would find a calorie calculator and just look at that value. You can compare different websites, like the different calorie calculators online, and see what numbers you get and then go from there. This is just my personal favorite like I already mentioned. So mine says 2,200. And so from that point, I would eat at around that value, or that number of calories, for about a week, and weigh myself before I begin, and then weigh myself directly after that 1 week period. And if I put on a little bit of weight, I would assume that that is too much, hence putting me in a calorie surplus, or a caloric surplus, my bad. But then if I lose weight, then that's obviously not enough calories, and I'm in a caloric deficit. And if my weight doesn't move at all, and I stay about the exact same weight, then I know that I basically found my maintenance. I would probably go for about 2 weeks and see because your weight does fluctuate based on like water retention, other things, inflammation, blah, blah, blah. Or sleep. Sleep is a big one. If your sleep has been shit throughout that whole week, obviously your weigh-in is going to be higher because your body's under more stress and you're not recovering properly. There's a lot of things that go into it. So honestly, I'd probably go for 2 weeks. If that makes you uncomfortable, a week can be, I guess, enough. But I would aim for about 2 weeks of playing around with about that value, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, just an average of 2,200. In my case, I'm going off of the value that it gave me, which is about 2,200. Obviously go with whatever number it gives you. We're not going to have the same numbers. We have different everything, but it's a very broad value. There are a lot of things that go into your caloric maintenance besides just a website telling you what that value is, which is why I would say the biggest thing is experience and actually playing around with food and macros and calories and tracking to see like actually what it is for you, because it's a website, it's a calculator, it's not going to know what you're doing day to day exactly. So yeah, experience is my biggest thing. It's not just the calculator. I do want to just make that extremely clear. But now, once you have a pretty good understanding of your, of the calories that it gave you and that you start experimenting, whatever, you do need to understand how to track. So this is just the way that I go about it. Everybody does things differently. The screen recording will begin now. I open MyFitnessPal, and as you can see, it's an empty day, so I can show you how to navigate it. So if you go here and then hit goals, ignore the top values because those are wrong. I just put in, this was a long time ago when I first started. Basically, you go here and it says calories, carbs, protein, and fat, which is all your macronutrients, and then your calories. I set all my goals to 0 so that I can see the values just go up throughout the day. You can set goals, but unless you have the premium version, I believe, you can't put in specific numbers. So if like your protein is 150, let's say, you can't go in and type in 150. You have to do percentages, which means that you're probably not going to be on the dot of what you want. So I would just put everything in as 0 personally and just know your macros in your head. So like I know my macros, I know what I need to hit. So if you feel comfortable putting in a goal, do that. It's not going to be exact most likely, so just keep that in mind as well. But then if you go back to your diary, this says tomorrow. It's usually going to say today at the top, but today I have food in and I want to show you guys a blank slate. So I will tell you what I weigh raw and what I weigh cooked. Basically, I weigh almost everything raw except for rice and chicken. And so and broccoli, I guess. But so if you go in and type in oats, let's say, you find it, you adjust. I would go for grams because that's how I weigh my food. So where's 1 gram? I guess you can't do 1 gram here, so just calculate it based off the 40-gram serving. So I do 1.5 servings because I have 60 grams, so I would just type in 1.5. And then you can see that it goes in as oats, Quaker, because that's the brand, and then 60 grams. And then I would put in everything else. And then, so let's go to meal 3 where I usually put chicken. So if I type in chicken breast, you want to make sure that it says cooked if you're weighing it cooked. So let's say I want 65 grams of cooked chicken. Again, type that in. Make sure it's under, 1 gram. Type that in. It's in, right? And then rice. I also need this cooked. So I look for generic cooked jasmine rice. I do 1 gram, but then I do the serving size in as 1 gram so that I can put in 225 grams. And then that's not the amount. I'm just showing you an example amount, but basically, and then you do like, if you wanted beef, and I weigh my beef raw just because I like it fresh. I like to cook it fresh. I don't really like to make that one in bulk, but you can. I just don't prefer it. So I would go to the brand that I use. I use a brand called Laura's Lean Beef. You can see it in like gray underneath the ground beef. And then I go by ounces for that one. So I do 1 ounce, and then I need 3.5 ounces. So I do 3.5, and then hit the check mark, and it goes right in. And then at the end of your day, blah, 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 you fill in the whole thing by meal, and you go to nutrition, and see how the goal says 0? That number doesn't that number does not matter. You just need to look at the total. So it goes total, goal, and then left. The left and the goal don't matter if your goal is just 0. It's the total that matters. So with those few foods that I put in as an example, you can see I have 52 grams of protein, 103 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. That's what it shows you. It shows you the breakdown of the day, and then also other things as well, but if you're just looking at macros and calories, it's pretty easy to do. And obviously your calories are at the top where it says food and then the value on top of it, make sure you do not put in any exercise. 0 exercise should be put into MyFitnessPal. This is just tracking your food. The exercise has nothing to do with it. Do not add exercise, even if you worked out. I don't care if you worked out for 12 hours in one day. You do not touch that exercise button. It will screw up your macros and put you thinking that you're eating enough or not eating enough, or it'll just fuck with your food. So just don't touch that button. And honestly, that's it. Just make sure, again, nutrition shows you the breakdown of everything. Your food should be scattered throughout the day. And I don't believe it shows meal 1, meal 2, meal 3. If you want to customize the names of your meals and how many meals you have, I believe you go to settings and then diary settings and then customize meal names, I guess. And you can like add meals and change the names of them. So if I wanted to make this one say breakfast, I could type in breakfast and it would change in my diary. See how it changed to breakfast. But that is exactly how you go about using MyFitnessPal. That's how I went about calculating my maintenance and then going from there. Your maintenance, again, is what you need to maintain your weight. A surplus would mean more than that to gain weight, and a deficit would be under that value to lose weight. And that's how I navigate MyFitnessPal. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram. I love answering DMs, so please do not hesitate to ask any questions. You can also ask in the comments if that's easier for you, but that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. The next one should be absolutely incredible because of my trip coming up. My trip coming up this weekend. Okay, so anyway, I'm like beyond excited. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.